Hello again, all master number 22s. This is your own personal reading for March 2019. You can also watch Life Path number 4's reading for any extra messages. But I'm now going to give you your own readings instead of putting you in with Life Path number 4's. I think it's only fair that you should have your own Life Path reading. So we're sticking with the same spread that we've been doing, but we've actually changed the cards I usually use. I usually use the Gilded Tarot cards, but my crystal, when I picked cards, it told me to use the, which I'll show you, the Guardian Angel Tarot cards, that's the handbook that comes with it. So I've been asked to use this pack for March's reading. And we've also got an angel that we can call upon during the month of March, which is from this deck here. So, so one of the reasons I think we're using this, the Guardian Angel Tarot cards this time, is because we have a new moon on the 7th of March in the sign of Pisces. Now, Pisces is a water sign. When the moons go around the zodiac, they go into each sign, and we're working with the Piscean energies for the month or for the new moon. And these cards here are a little bit more subtle and a bit more gentle than some of the other, especially my Gilded Tarot. They're pretty straight to the point, but these are a kind of message that it's a bit more gentle, we'll say. Because being that the new moon is in the sign of Pisces, which is all about deep emotions, the watery sort of type emotions, things coming up from the past to be dealt with. This is like the second to last reading I've done. I've done all the previous ones from 1 to 9, master number 11. Now we're on to master number 22. A lot of emotional work is being done at this present point in time. So that's why when the moon goes through different signs, we've got those energies to work with. So on the 7th, there's a new moon in the sign of Pisces, and that is the time when you would set your intentions for the coming 4 weeks. And also reread over the ones that you may have done in February. Hopefully you've done them. You may need to revise them, rearrange them, add new ones, because as the months go on, we have different intentions that we'd also like to bring about into fruition or manifesting. So that's the new moon on the 7th. On the 21st of March, there is a full moon in Libra, in the sign of Libra, and that's an air sign. So the sign of Libra is all about balance, relationships. Being an air sign too, it's all about thought, your thought processes. But it's bringing it all into balance. Libra is the only sign depicted by a mechanism, as in the scales of justice. It's basically the scales is that's the sign of Libra, is always depicted by the scales. But it's not a creature, it's not an animal, it's not anything other than a mechanical mechanism. So it's very balanced, it's very fair in its judgment. So we will also be dealing with that sort of thing around with the full moon on the 21st, as with all full moons, emotions can be quite heightened, but it's bringing all that back into balance for us. So life is sort of evening out, or maybe you need to, that's something that you can work on. So with the full moon on the 21st, you would set your forgiveness list and your gratitude list. You would do that on the full moon or just after. You can do it 2 days after a full moon. But you would write down anything from the past or the present that you've had an upset with, or that you need to release. So you're not bringing that baggage further on down the track. A lot of these moons and that are 0 degrees, so it's like cleaning the slate sort of type thing and starting from the beginning again. So this, I think this is the 4th consecutive moon, 4th or 5th it may be. I think the 4th was in February. This is the 5th at 0 degrees with a new moon, but the full moon, being that it's in the sign of Libra, do your forgiveness kit, and then when you've done a forgiveness kit, you write your forgiveness list down, you would then burn it and do a gratitude list, because you always need to replace that emotion with something positive. So doing a gratitude list for whatever you're grateful in life brings you more prosperity, abundance, and just more joy in life, because you're actually going on a positive note. So I'm just going to go over the placement of the cards, which is, this is your past, your present, your future, your best path to follow, your environment, your hopes and fears, and your final outcome card. This card in the center here is the overall theme of the main reading. Every card pulls off of the center card. At the end here, when we get to your final outcome card, I will also pull 3 clarifying cards, and they will be placed, the first one on this row, the clarifying card to clarify this row, the third to clarify this row, and that's just how it works. And the angel card here I will read out of the book at the end of the main reading. So right guys, we're going to get underway now. So we'll start with your center card, and it's a major arcana card, and it's number 6. And it says, open your heart. And I'm just going to read, all these cards have messages at the bottom. Allow love to grow and bloom all around you. You've waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience for such a long time, and now the time has come. Make your choices by listening to your heart and then following the steps you are guided to take. Joy will lead you to a vibrant and healthy life. So I think somewhere in the normal tarot cards, this is the Lover's card. But in this deck it's called Open Your Heart. So there may be some decisions around a relationship that you may be making in March. But it's basically saying you've waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience for such a long time, and now the time has come. So this is what we're working on, the emotional side of our relationships. But we'll see what these other cards have to say around it. This is your past card, and it's another major arcana card, and it's number 20. And it's called Review and Contemplation. So this card here is going from the end of February's vibrations into the beginning of March. I'll just read what it says at the bottom. You've accomplished a great deal in your life, and you have much to be proud of. Now it's time to decide what's next. As you contemplate the past and the present, you'll get clear on your divine life purpose. Don't be distracted by conventional thinking. Be the real you. So this is where emotions are coming up. The Pisces new moon and the Libra full moon. It's all about emotions and thought. So you're basically dealing with the emotional side of life and the thought processes. You've got 2 major arcana cards here, right, being smack in the start of the reading. So, but this one here is saying that you've accomplished a great deal in your life and much that you can be proud of. Now it's time to decide what's next. So where are you taking your life path? Master number 22 from here. We'll go into your present card, and it's the Ace of Action. So there's your new beginning. So something's coming to a close here, especially being that that's a 20. There's only one more card, and the World card is the next card in the Major Arcana. But this is the Ace coming in to say that, you know, your present point in time now is a new beginning. And the Aces in this pack of cards is always depicted with a cherub on it. So we'll just read what it says. This cherub is heralding a time of wonderful new opportunities related to your creativity, your career, or pursuing your dreams. This is a card of action, and if you've been procrastinating, it's time to really get busy. It's also a great time to start a new business. Have confidence in your abilities. So definitely an action card. You've done all the pre-thought over here. But like when it's said in this card here, you know, what's next? What are you planning? What are you creating? As you contemplate the past and the present, you'll get a clearer idea on your divine life purpose, or your life path, one could say. So this is heading in a completely away from the past and away from the present, and this is your future basically. You could actually turn this card and put it here, because it depends on what your present situation is of where you're going. This card here in the center is about making long-term plans, making your choices. Make your choices by listening to your heart and then following the steps you are guided to take. So definitely, if it doesn't feel right, don't go down that path. But this is all about, you know, if it's in your heart, if you can listen to your heart and follow the steps you are guided to take. So it's all, those three cards are all gelling in quite good. We'll go to your future card now, and it's another Ace. So we have the Ace of Abundance. So 2 new beginnings, which is pretty good. So we'll just read again. Again, it's a cherub on it. And it says, this cherub brings wonderful news. A windfall of resources comes your way to help you with your plans. These resources may involve money, advice, or assistance in getting things done. It's a good time to start a new venture, change careers, or go into business for yourself. There may be important contracts to sign. And just a little heads up, in March, Mercury is retrograde. So if there's any new contracts or documents to be signed, you must read them and read the small print and get second opinions, because all is not what it seems. Because Mercury is, when it's in retrograde, it's going over old ground. It's having to do things twice. It's it's never a clear-cut deal. So yeah, definitely read contracts. If you're going into business for yourself, you know, dot your I's, cross your T's, and then check it 3 times after that. That's just how the effect of Mercury. You can have problems with computers, with information. Information may be withheld. You don't have all the facts, basically, but you have 2 new starts here, so that's pretty good. So your future card is, you know, very good, as long as you do the planning. But also, you know, it says here in this card here, for your future, these resources may involve money, advice, assistance in getting things done. It's a good time to start a new venture, change your career, or go into business for yourself. There may be important contracts to sign. So if they're important contracts, definitely get somebody to look over them. Just don't go on your own gut instincts, because 2 heads are better than 1, I'm going to say. Your best path to follow card is the Messenger of Action. So now we're into more action. But this might be the news, you know, it says here. This could be the news about resources and money or advice. Somebody might give you advice or assistance in getting things done. So this is where We'll read what it says at the bottom, but this might be where this card comes in. Something new and exciting related to creativity or your career comes to your attention. You feel an eagerness to learn and you're ready to get going. Although you may feel insecure, do it anyway. This card presents someone or represents someone in your life, or maybe you, who is creative, enthusiastic, and fascinated by life, and who wants to try everything. So definitely being a master number 2, you've been here many times before. You're a master number for a reason. So there may be a few things that you need to come back and try again. But definitely being a master 22, you're fascinated by life and who wants to try everything. So definitely news and messages coming in because it's the messenger of action. It could be your own intuition as well. But I think with this card here and this one, that may be somebody else giving you that message. It could be the green light. You're given the green light to go ahead in your own business, or you've got financial resources. It could be a loan that you're going after, but it's all related to it. I'm just going to have a drink of water. It's all good so far. We'll go to your environment card now, and it's the messenger of abundance. So that's that card, and I'll read what it says down the bottom. Wonderful news regarding your career. A new job, a promotion, or acceptance into an excellent school comes into your life. You might feel ready to do something that's challenging and fulfilling. This situation may involve someone who's fun to be around and sometimes mischievous. This person, who may be you, is youthful, optimistic, and very clever. So that's another, it's kind of like a green light coming in. This card here is your overall environment because it's in this position. So this is what you'll be dealing with through the whole month of March. But it's definitely wonderful news regarding your career. A new job, a promotion, acceptance into an excellent school comes your way and into your life. And remember, these are general readings, so any one of those lines could be hitting a chord with you. But it's definitely, through these cards here, it's time for a new beginning. It might be a step up in career. It might be a completely new career. But it's all about, this is all about abundance on this row here. You've got the news and messages about abundance because you've got these two cards beside them. So whatever your plans are, it's going to be abundant. But just make your decisions, or make it based on how you feel in your heart, to make just make wise decisions. You've reviewed and contemplated the past. Now it's time to move into the future because it's quite abundant. You've got two aces here, two new beginnings, and the resources, I think, are coming in. This is a messenger of action. This is, you might have gone for a loan and you're hearing back that, you've got the loan or you've got the finances to move forward in the direction that you want. Go into your hopes and fears, and this is the Two of Emotion. So this is generally the Two of Cups in the normal tarot. So we'll read what it says in the bottom. A relationship grows closer as two people fall in love, or a current relationship grows much stronger. Friendships may deepen into a spiritual connection. Mutual respect and understanding exist or will develop. Don't give up on a relationship that feels challenging to you. There's still hope. So that's just a little bit, these two cards go very well together. You've got the Lovers and the Two of Cups. This can be a karmic relationship, a soulmate relationship, twin flame, But yeah, especially with a soulmate relationship, they aren't, how do I put that? Sometimes they're very difficult. If you get any time, because I can see you're going to be rather busy, you can actually Google up what soulmate relationships mean. They're never all rose-tinted glasses. They can be quite difficult at times, but it's like a karmic relationship. They're there to teach you something, or you're there to teach them something. So it's never an easy road. But yeah, being a soulmate relationship, you know each other from a past life or past lives. So anyway, I wouldn't be too worried about that card. It's just basically telling you that a current relationship grows much stronger. Friendships may deepen. Mutual respect and understanding exists or will develop. So there's just a little bit of work to do on your relationship. So that's where this action card, the Ace of Action, may come into it, and this, what stuck out to me just looking at that card is have confidence in your abilities to handle this. We'll go into your final outcome card, and it's the Healer of Action, which is this card here. So it reads at the bottom, this is a time when you can do whatever you set your mind to if your heart is open. You're being asked to do many things at once. You won't mind as long as you know you're making a difference. This card indicates someone who's loving, intelligent, passionate and fun, which could definitely describe you. This person can handle difficult situations with grace. So it's a pretty good outcome card. So it's telling me that you've handled these situations, this relationship, this new career path, new endeavour, but you've handled it, sort of type thing. You've had a little bit of heavy hitting cards here in the middle, like the review and contemplation. But don't, especially with this card here, don't wallow in self-pity, looking back on the past as though this is actually quite a happy card. It says you've accomplished a great deal in your life and have much to be proud of. So he's looking a little bit glum sitting on this end of this boat here in this card. Just make sure it's an honest review of past. It's probably a good time to we'll do 3 clarifying cards now, please, on the Healer of Action. We want that one. So we've got the Messenger of Thought, especially on that card, and we've just had a card jump out of the deck, so we'll take it as the 6 of Action on the Ace of Action. And one more, please. And we get the Spiritual Teacher, which is a Major Arcana card as well. So we'll start with this one here, and it says Messenger of Thought. So that's going to go with these 2 cards. The next card will go with the middle row, and the third card will go with the bottom row. So we'll read what it says here. A new topic or intellectual project is really exciting for you. There's so much to learn before you feel ready to move forward. New information may require changes to your plan. Review all documents carefully. What did I say? Review all documents carefully. You know, will meet or are someone who loves to learn and share knowledge. This person is brilliant and truthful, but also blunt and not very diplomatic. So it goes very nicely with your cards up here. Reviewing the past, Messenger of Thought. So you're thinking about intellectual projects that are really exciting to you, but there is much to learn. before you feel ready to move forward. So that's going from the end of February into March. There may be quite a bit of paperwork to learn, to go over, all these sorts of things before you feel ready to move forward. And that also says here, new information may require changes to your plans. So it's not all plain sailing. You may have to change your plans, and especially with Mercury retrograde this month, review. So there may be some plans that you may have to alter, but that's okay. At least you're still heading in the right direction. You've had the heads up that, just because you think things have to go a certain way in life, like this has to happen, this has to happen, this has to happen, and this is going to happen, there may be a slight variation along the way. Your next card, which jumped out of the pack, is the Six of Action, which is that one there. And what it says down the bottom is, what a wonderful experience for you. Your project is a total success, bringing awards, promotions, and other recognition for your efforts. Well done. If someone who can help you offers assistance, know that this person is heaven sent and say yes. So you're definitely going to have someone coming in with news and messages. We've got the messenger of action here as well. But someone's going to help you. And it could be something to do with, this might not be a love relationship. It also can be a business partnership. So someone's going to come along and also give you advice, give you a hand, whatever is required at this time. But the person is heaven sent. So definitely say yes for, if you need a hand or any help. We'll go next to your third card that we pulled, and it's called the Spiritual Teacher. And this is the Hermit in the normal tarot deck. It's number 9, and it says down the bottom, there are I'll start that one again if I could speak properly. There are great rewards in spending time alone. Use those moments of solitude to focus on love and ways in which you might give to those around you. Shine your light as an example for others to follow. Seek out a spiritual mentor of your own if your life feels unfulfilled right now. So I'm just looking at these other. With the Hermit, it's generally self-reflection. Going in this row here, it could be reflection on finances, reflection even back to this card. It says review and contemplation. So I think your month of March may be a little bit of review of the past as well. Emotions coming up, definitely with the Pisces new moon. A little bit of balance coming into it, emotional balance with the Libra full moon. But this is saying also, I think because it's been so busy and a lot of things are playing on people's minds at the moment, that you also need to have a little bit of solitude and a bit of time out by yourself. I find myself that just having a day away from everybody and turning off all the white noise and, phones, radios, that sort of type thing can actually uplift my spirit, because I can just sort of block off my head. I don't have to think. There's nothing pressing that needs my attention. Emails and phone calls and all that sort of type thing. Just make sure you're taking that time out for yourself. Things like, having a bath with the bath salts, those sorts of things, just to renew your spirit, basically. But this card here is very an introspective card. So it's looking within as well as outward. You know what I mean. So it's all pretty good. Right, we're going to go now to your angel card, and we'll read this one out of the book, and it's Angel of Channeling. So this is a channeling angel. So you can call upon that angel at any time during the month of March, but they cannot help you unless you ask. They cannot step forward and help you. And I'm just looking at the number on the card, which is 26. So somewhere around the 7th or the 26th could be an important date. So I'll read this one out of the book. I'll just bring that up a little bit closer so you can see it. I'm just going to look it up in the book. Okay, so Angel of Channeling. Your spiritual awareness is opening to new levels. Trust in the guidance you are receiving from above. You have received this card because your angel of channeling feels it's time for you to explore your psychic gifts of channeling. As a spiritual being, you were born with many psychic gifts. When the time is right to utilize these gifts, an angelic teacher will appear. Your angel of channeling has noticed how hard you have been working to uncover your gift of channeling. Your angels want to guide you in the right direction so that you can begin I'll read that one again. So that you can begin to work with and explore your gifts. It is important to be patient and observant when developing any new talents. Your angel of channeling wants you to take time out. There we go, there's that card there, the Hermit. Take time out so you can connect with I'm going to start that whole sentence again. I lost my place in the book. Your angel of channeling wants you to take time out so that she can connect with you via meditation. Set aside at least 20 to 30 minutes a day so you can sing to yourself and lift your vibration to enable you and your angels to connect. You may choose to listen to some soothing background music or engage in a guided meditation to assist you with making the connection. When you do make your connection with your angel of channeling, observe carefully the information she shares with you. Make sure you write it down in a journal for future reference. In time, the knowledge your angel of channeling shares with you will make sense. And there's an affirmation that goes with these angels. I am open to receiving assistance from my angel of channeling to enhance my connection to spirit. I patiently await the lessons and information she wishes to share with me. That's a really good angel to have, actually. It's like a GPS system if you can connect with angels. But again, with this card here, it's telling you to meditate, take that time out to connect with this angel. Especially being a Master 22, you are quite capable of channeling messages. Even if you don't think you're spiritual or psychic or anything else, we all are. But learning to use our gifts can be the challenge. So that's it, guys, for your March reading. If you require any more assistance, you can always find or get hold of me at my page, Sun, Moon, Tarot and Numerology. You can also book through my website, sunmoontarot.co.nz, and you can also now follow me on YouTube. I have my own channel there with these readings on it, which is under the same name, Sun, Moon, Tarot and Numerology. So I'm hoping that I can come back and do the mid-March readings. It'll be a lot later, but we'll see how I'm doing for time. So until we meet again, I will be back to do the April Life Path readings until we meet again then. I wish you a wonderful March. I'm sure it will be, with 2 aces, new beginnings here, and some probably pretty awesome cards. Pretty awesome reading, really. I think the universe is all giving us a hand this month. So anyway, I will catch you all back in April.